Alright kids, welcome back to the Golf It channel. Looks like tonight the devs have come off of vacation for the last month or so. They have given us 12 hidden coins on grassland. So let's go ahead and see how many of those we can find on the first pass through. On this video, I'm just going to try to locate as many as I can and make notes, and then we'll come back and make another video of actually hitting them. So. Alright, so first hole is going to be behind the sign. So straight out from spawn, put past it, and then right up into it. We're going to surrender this hole, move to the next. So with it only being 12, obviously there's not going to be one on each hole. So that's actually, in my opinion, it's harder to find them because you can spend 20 minutes looking on a hole that it just doesn't even exist in the first place. So, but at least it's a challenge. It's not 730 strokes or whatever. So I'll give some props on that. Alright, that is going to be hole 6 there. It's going to be in the tree limb stump there. So I'm going to make a note of that. So there may not be one on 2. I'm not seeing anything easy here. They put one in there one week, and that was a pretty hard little shot to make over into that. It was for me anyway. Maybe not for you, but it was for me. Okay, I'm going to say there's not one on 2 right now, so we'll just skip on to 3. We'll give them some props. They don't do a whole lot of repeats on this. 3 it is in the pot to the right. And they don't follow a whole lot of like similar, oh yeah, it's always going to be here, or oh yeah, I know they'll usually do something this, or it's like a really obvious spot. So that's give them some props on that. They get pretty creative when they actually put these things out. So. Alright, hole 4. Okay, I'm not seeing anything on this one. Let's see if there's anything crazy out here. Okay, I'm not seeing anything on this one right now. Okay, I'm going to say there's nothing on 4 for the time being. Alright, right here on 5 is going to be on the little cross beam there at the hole. So this is on hole 5 at hole on cross beam. Alright, so I'm thinking probably, I don't know, come up to here, probably 2 up or something like that. Yeah, probably from right here. Like I said, we're just going to come through and find them first, and then we'll figure out how to hit them a little bit later on. This was one we found on hole 1 here. So we've already got it noted on 6. It's going to be right at the hole above it in that tree limb. So right there, straight ahead or to the left. Alright, hole 7. Usually there's not one on this because there's just like not a whole lot of real estate here to work with. But let's go ahead and look around just to make sure there's not something silly set up. I don't think I've ever seen one on this hole, but I could be wrong on that. They might have done something where it was like up here or a food or something maybe. And sometimes we found some stuff that like from one hole, just like that 6 one, we found that from hole 1 just kind of flying around. So you never want to just take it for granted there's not something on here. It may not be something you can get from that hole, but it may be from like a different hole or something like that. I'm not seeing anything right off though. Okay, I'm going to say there's not anything on 7. Right, 8. Alright, so it's going to be in the gutter there. So directly from spawn to the right there in the gutter. Okay, hole 9. Okay, hole 9 is going to be on the flag down to the left. So just to see where I'm going, straight ahead, and then it's going to be right there in the flag in the middle. They have done that one before. I do know that because that was one I remember I missed because it blended in so well with just the, the decorations of the holes. So yeah, there's that one. Just make sure there's nothing else. I can't imagine them putting 2 on 1, but might as well look. All right, so pretty straightforward there. Okay, so we got 6 so far. So we're halfway. So I do try to have a systematic approach to this a little bit. So like, I know a lot of times they'll put them on top of like these posts or whatever, or stumps, and then so I kind of just start with basic things like that, or like on the back of a ramp where you putt past it and then have to putt back into it or something, and then try to kind of expand, from the path. I do that first, and then I'll try to expand my looking from that, further out after that. I've never seen them put one on a. Well, I guess I have seen that. Never mind. I was gonna say like these mushrooms. I see right there. So that's gonna be on hole what 11 on the mushroom. But yeah, and I think I have seen them put one on that before. So that seems like a perfect place for one, in my opinion. Which means nothing, by the way. I was told that many, many times by my ex-wife that my opinion did not matter. Oh, I tell you what, I have seen them do too is like where you putt past something and they're like on the side of a building. I'm not seeing that on this one, but they do that from time to time. Those tops always get me too because they look like a possible coin until you get up on them. Yeah, I've already found one in the gutters. I don't see it being another one, but it could be. All right, I'm not seeing anything on this one, which is kind of weird. This one, I could totally see them doing something. And then I'm just missing it on the first go. So we may have to revisit this. I'm not sure. Oh, that'd be a hard one to hit if it was in there, but be a good spot for it though. All right, I'm gonna say there's not one on 10. 11 we found, so like right here from spawn, it's gonna be right here on the mushroom. So we've got that one. 12, I didn't see anything. This one they a lot of times will do like where you come out here, then you have to hit it on like the side of the building or something like that. I've kind of looked for that when I was on other holes, but I'm not seeing anything right off on it. Oh, there, but that's it. Yep. So it's on hole 12. It's on the sign, on the signpost. So directly out. I'm gonna I'll probably put out here somewhere and then try to two into that. That's gonna be a pretty accurate shot, and I don't know how much we're gonna have to avoid that windmill, but yeah. So that puts us at what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we need 4 more. And trust me, I could have missed one already. So don't take that as gospel yet. I am glad there's not like just natural coins on this map because that screwed me up a couple of times on scrolls where I didn't realize that some of the stationary scrolls weren't what I was supposed to be trying to find, and man, it caused me some problems there. So just from a video making standpoint. Have seen them do that where they put it in the pipe where when you roll down you hit it or whatever. Oof, that made me sick. Oh, there it is. Okay, so on 13, it's going to be kind of out and then back here on the ledge. And I have to make notes on these things because, like, I'm just that dumb that I can literally come back and try to find this 10 minutes from now and I won't be able to find it again. So, sorry about that. By the way, I hate editing videos. If you've ever watched my channel, you know that. I just do raw gameplay. So, I mean, I'm not even going to say I'm even good at editing, but I sure hate trying to learn it and do everything on it. So, yeah, I would just rather come back and do a second video and show you, hey, this is exactly where it is, and just do a full run through kind of thing. So, back when these were much, much, much harder, though, these videos would get to be, I mean, like, I really couldn't do them. I kind of had to do them through because it would take me like I'd be up until like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning trying to find these on the first night they came out, and it was just ridiculous. They've gotten a good bit easier over the last year or so, but and again, I want it to be somewhat of a challenge, and I totally appreciate anybody because I've had several people in the comments say, you know, I did this on my own and found like 11 of 12 or 17 of 18. And I had to come find your video to find the last one because it's just driving them insane. And I totally get that. Like, I'm a sucker for a game that has daily and weekly challenges on it. Like, I had actually just quit playing golf before I was making videos and stuff. And I think it was Caliber or Mallcrawler 1 came back and said, "Oh, daily, golf it's got daily challenges." Like, Jesus, trying to not waste time on this thing, and they're gonna suck me back in. So. Here we are. I'm going to say 14 doesn't have one. All right, now 15, I will say they like to do some stuff where it's like over in this area. I know like food, they had like a hot dog or something that was up here that I had a lot of trouble getting one time, and the boys were making fun of me for it because, again, I'm not exactly good at this game. But yeah, we got it that week, I'm sure. I'm really surprised if there's not going to be one on this map, on this hole, though, to be honest. I am not seeing one, though. Oh, there it is. Okay, so at the hole at the hole behind on beam. So I'll show you where that is from spawn. You're going to punt up and over right here at the hole. Don't make it, and then you're going to turn around, and it's right there on the beam. So I'm sure we'll just kind of get to the hole, try not to make it, and then 2 up into that. That shouldn't be that hard. All right, so that's got us 10, so we need 2 more here. I'll be pretty happy if we find all 12 on the first pass here and keep this video under like 30 minutes or so. That'd be awesome. Well, I am truly not seeing anything on this one. Again, I could be missing it, but really surprised they hadn't done anything on like a staircase like that. That's usually one of the things that they'll do. Again, they don't have a whole lot of patterns. I mean, there's been a couple things we've picked up on, but like not just, oh yeah, this is, you know, there's always something pretty clever they've done. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything on 16 right now, so. Okay, so I'm assuming there's going to have to be, I mean, unless we missed one, there should be one on this one and one on 18. Okay, so 17 there is one on top of the mushroom. In the little middle round. Man, I can't even spell read my own handwriting. That's pathetic. Alright, so straight ahead, boom, right there on top of that mushroom. Alright, if there's one on 18, then we did good on this one. And guess what? I don't see it on 18. There's usually always one on 18, though. I dare say. Ah, there it is, in the tree. Alright, so that is going to be all 12 locations, kid. Okay, so we'll end this video here. Come back in just a second. We'll go ahead and do these next, and then I'll do daily challenges either tonight or tomorrow. But yeah, this will at least get all 12 locations, and we can watch me struggle through actually trying to hit these things. So. Alright, so real quick, like, subscribe, comment, hit the bell notification, hit the playlist before you go to work or school. Let that run. I appreciate it. Share the channel out. Share a link, and Patreon, merch store, and Discord channel are all in the description lines. Send this out to anybody that might, or share the channel out to anybody that might want to watch Golf It, Counter-Strike 2, Fallout Shelter, Left 4 Dead, Crab Champions, Chained Together, Fallout Shelter, Cross Out, Golf It, any of those that we play on this channel. I'd appreciate it. We'll be back here in just a minute with a second video of actually relocating all of these things, and then also hitting them. So you can kind of get an idea of, like, is it, you know, better to use a 2 or a 3 or whatever else. At least see how I do it. So be back in just a minute with that video. Appreciate you watching. Be back in just a second. Thanks.